So fucking dramatic. What the fuck is that saying? Talking about fucking pyramids and Solomons and symbols. I don't know, man. I'm just like really high. No. That's just an excuse. I know. No, I just don't have anything. What was I going on about? King David. Oh! Right, top and bottom of the pyramid. Yeah. Speak it into existence. Boom. Yeah, and then right after that. Yeah, like literally right as I was saying that, the chimer went off. There you go. Does it make you feel better? It does, actually. It does. Yeah, because you know what I'm feeling? I'll tell you what I'm feeling. Remember that time I was going to jump off the fucking bridge? October 11th, 2018. Remember that day? I'm asking you. This is an honest question. Do you remember that day? Yes. I remember that day like it was yesterday. Okay. So let's pop quiz. Smarty pants. Do you remember what happened that day? I just said I remember it. Do you remember burning book number 5? Do you remember setting it on fire in the woods? Do you remember that? Do you remember why we did that? So that nobody could ever see what we wrote. Why else? Say it. Why else? Because I couldn't believe that it was real. And I was losing my fucking mind. I couldn't focus. I was confused. It felt like I was going insane. I felt alone. I felt like no one was ever going to understand me. I couldn't even get a fucking priest to fucking make sense of it for me. He tried. He tried his damnedest. I'll give him that. But I just couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't do it. I needed to be done. I can't continually feel this way every single fucking day. I need some kind of peace, and the only thing that makes sense is to die. I can't slit my wrist because I'm afraid. I don't like the idea of a knife. I don't like the idea of cutting. And considering how deep you have to go and how easy it is to fuck up, do you know how much that's gonna fucking hurt? I don't have a gun. I don't have any kind of fucking pills or drugs that I can overdose on. I have no money. I don't have a gun. And my grandmother, who's gonna get her fucking pills for her? You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I lost my shit, burnt my book. I'm done with this shit. Fine. I know what I'm gonna do. She needs to get a refill. I'm gonna go to the store. I'm gonna buy her refill with her card because I don't have any money. Because I burnt my last $10 bill. as a protest to the universe that I was not going to let money control me anymore. Then after I get her pills, I'm going to buy me a pack of cigarettes. Then I'm going to go to the liquor store, and I'm going to buy myself a bottle of rum. Then tonight we're going to drink the rum, smoke the cigarettes. This way, we have the balls to actually jump off that fucking bridge down the street. I don't give a fuck how we're going to pull it off. But I know that with some alcohol in my system, we'll get it done. And I walk out the fucking door. I got my jacket on, I got my coon hat on, I'm ready to fucking get this started. I got this motherfucker planned out. There's nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me. This plan is so fucking perfect. The only thing that could stop me is some fucked up divine intervention. And right now, I'm in a fucked up place because I'm having a hard time believing that this is true. This is one of those too good to be true type of situations. That this pain is gonna fucking stop one day. And that it's all deemed by God. Satan. Same fucking guy. And I'm a believer. So, I decided to tempt fate. Because this is so impossible. This is so fucking impossible that there's no way it could work. So, what did I do? I walk out the house and I start walking. It's a 15-minute walk. So I got some time to kill before I kill myself. Finally, because I'm in one of those fucked up moods and one of those fucked up places in my head that this is it. This has to work. So I go out, I'm walking, not even into the parking lot yet. If what I'm doing is so important, if I'm supposed to be alive, and I'm not supposed to die tonight, I want to see Anwar Sadat at that fucking Walgreens. Nobody else. I don't give a shit if it's somebody else I know. I don't give a fuck. If it's not Anwar Sadat at fucking Walgreens when I get there, I'm gonna kill myself tonight. And you know I'm right. You know I'm right. And you know I'm fucked up enough to do it. Because as soon as I said the word rum, you knew you're in a tight spot. Sometimes you gotta grab God by the balls. My father taught me when I was a kid, never fight clean. Always fight dirty. And when you fight a big guy, he'll fuck you up. That's why what you have to do is grab him by the fucking balls and then squeeze his balls so tight Squeeze his balls so tight that the skin from his balls actually oozes from between your fingers. And you'll see that big motherfucker go down like a sack of potatoes. Because something I can tell you is that the big guys, they cry a lot worse than the little guys. But when the little guys see the big guys down, they think twice. Thank you, Daddy. All right, God. Here's the deal. You give me this motherfucker at Walgreens, or I'm going to the liquor store, and I'm going to get drunk enough that I don't give a fuck. So figure your shit out, because we got about 11 and a half minutes before I get there. Some of that reenactment was over-exaggeration, but I did say, I looked up and I went, if I'm not supposed to die tonight, I want to see this motherfucker at Walgreens when I get there. That really happened. And I singled out that one person. And mind you, I knew that at least 3 months earlier, between 3 and 4 months earlier, that he lived in the area. I didn't know where. I didn't know how close. All I know is I had seen him there a couple months earlier when I was stopping to pick up my grandmother's pills, and we caught up. I hadn't seen this dude since we were like teenagers. Well, no, I saw him once when I was 27, but I hadn't seen him prior to that until I was like 16. So yeah, there was a possibility he was going to be there. I didn't want to make it. It was the first thing that fucking came to my head. I didn't think, oh, you know what, let me see Donald Trump there. That didn't pop in my head. My first thought was, let me see this motherfucker. Why? Because it was so impossible. It was improbable. Okay, I didn't make it so grandiosely fucking impossible. I just made it improbable enough that this dude would fucking be there on that specific day 10 minutes after I fucking said it. But, yo, I will not fucking lie to you on this. As soon as I put my motherfucking foot into that goddamn parking lot, there was a white car that was right by the front door, and that motherfucker got out of the car. Can you see? Can you see the chills? You see the bump? Whew. My brain, my mind, a wide array of feelings, thoughts just started to swarm my mind. What the fuck? It was like the same thing happened with my lady friend. Like 2 years ago. We didn't talk for about a month. But like I was saying earlier, like there was this psychic thing where she was in my head. And there was times where I didn't always express it because I thought it was going to sound crazy. I eventually came clean and said that it was happening. We didn't dig too much into it. But she used to tell me things in my head. And I would follow through. And eventually one day she actually said to me, she's like, "Why? I don't understand. It's so weird. You always say exactly what I need to hear, exactly when I need to hear it." Maybe not in those exact words. I forget. It was through a text. I got the message. And I was like, all right. I guess this is real. This is really happening. It was different. It wasn't that like solemn. It was like, holy shit. So awesome. But it still felt weird. Like, I remember saying to her one day, I'm like, I'm gonna do an experiment today. Anytime you pop into my head and tell me something, I'm gonna just throw it at you, just in case. Because I don't know if I got that detailed into it, because again, it was through a text, and when I write a lot. And I think this was before I felt confident enough to actually start recording voice messages. She makes me shy. So this fucking dude gets out of the car. Oh, right. So like a couple years back, we hadn't talked in like a month, and then I was hearing her in my head. I need to talk to you. Where are you? Why aren't you talking to me? I want to talk to you. La, 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 la. And eventually, I was out at dinner, and this is going on in my head. I got my headphones on, so I don't really give a shit if people hear me. I said to her in my head, I said, no. I mean, I said it out loud, but I was talking out loud to the version of her in my head. I go, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. For these past 4? Yeah. For these past 4.5 months. No, for these past 4 months. I have always been the one having to initiate things. I don't get nothing back. I don't get a lot back. My feelings, my heart needs a break. If you need to talk to me so bad, talk to me. I want to feel wanted from time to time. Oh, she was thinking of me. She was thinking of me and said something. I love when that happens. But no, sorry. It's your turn. I still do that. I hate doing that. But that's what the inside of my head says. If she wants to talk to you that badly, then she'll come and talk to you. All right. But sometimes not everybody has time to prioritize. Sometimes we got to deal with our own shit, just like you. So while you have this break, deal with the shit in your head. Ain't nobody gonna deal with that shit for you. Yeah, but then, so I'm having this conversation at the Chinese buffet. while I was getting my food, and yeah, because I was collecting food on my plate. Collecting food on your plate, having a conversation with somebody that wasn't there. Yeah, well, I had my headphones on, so it looked like I was on the phone. I know what I'm doing. And even if people aren't falling for it, it doesn't matter. Alright, that guy's in his own la-la land. Just leave him be. Exactly. Alarm. Yeah, next day she popped up. The next night. Which I fucking knew. And in my head, I'm thinking, God damn it. Just fucking got you out of there. My life was almost looking like it was, I don't know. Just got my head quiet. And then, boop. And then we didn't talk again for another couple days. And we went to the store. This has never happened before. She was heavy on my mind all day. Even up until we got to the Walmart. Even as my brother and I were pulling up the Walmart, I'm thinking in my head, I wonder if she ever shops here. Focus, tacos. We park and I see a restaurant across the street. I want to go there with her. What the fuck, man? Just focus. And then we're in the fucking salsa aisle, and something tells me to turn around. Just that feeling, like turn around, someone's watching you. And I turn, and there she is at the end of the aisle, walking past the aisle, looking in my direction at the same time that I turned around. What happened here? But that was exactly like with Sadat. When I walked into that goddamn place, or walked onto the parking lot of that place, that motherfucker got right out of a fucking car, and I fucking knew it. Because there was a part, I remember, there was a part of my head that was going, motherfucker! It's this fucking close. The fuck are the chances of this? This is like, you can't even calculate this shit. Of course it would fucking happen of all fucking days. The one fucking day I decided to fucking carry out my fucking childhood dream, this fucking guy at the same fucking time goes, oh, I gotta go to Walgreens now. Oh, maybe I'll go save Derek's life. Fuck, man. Because you know what went through my head? Motherfucker, I gotta do this shit again tomorrow. And the fucking day after that, and the day after that, for the next 4.5 years, until I could finally fucking complain about it. Do you know how fucking aggravating it is to live like this?